all, and welcome back to Excel Basics Plus. Today we're going to have a quick look at some error handling, and we're going to be using the IFERROR formula. Now, in the last video when we looked at the sum if versus index and match, we actually changed the name of salespeople in this list to prove that the sum if function would actually calculate based on the salesperson's name. We changed Elizabeth's name to Jade, and you'll see the figure over here, 32 and 13, suddenly changes to 60 and 24 because it's adding up all of Jade's results in here. Now, if we change Alex to Henry, the same thing happens. Henry now has more, Alex has 0, Elizabeth has 0 because they're no longer in the salesperson list. However, the other thing to note is that the index and match formula is now throwing out errors. They're NA errors because it cannot locate the criteria of Elizabeth and Alex. Now, this then impacts on the total rows. Okay, so we've got a sum in there that says the sum of all the adult tickets by salesperson, and it's coming back as an error because the result for Alex and the result for Elizabeth is an error. Now, to get around this, it's very simple. We literally just wrap the IFERROR formula around our formula. Very simple. We come up to the formula, we go to the in front of the equal sign, and we type IFERROR and open bracket. The entire formula that you wrote before is still there, and it's encompassed within its own bracket now. So what we need to do is we need to tell it what to do when there is an error. So, comma, to get to the next part of the formula, which is what happens when there is an error. In this case, because we're dealing with numbers, we want the result to come back as a 0 rather than an NA error. We then close that bracket and press enter. And then what we'll do is we'll drag that formula down through all of the adult tickets there. And as you can see, Elizabeth and Alex now come up all as zeros. We'll then drag that formula across to concessions. And remember, it changes that it's now looking at concession tickets rather than the adult tickets. And once again, the errors are gone and we're left with zeros. Now, it may be that you're doing a lookup for a name or words or something like that. What you can actually do is, if there is an error and it's coming up with that NA error, but you're looking for words, instead of a word, you could actually put in, change your 0 to open bracket, not listed, close bracket, close parentheses. As you can see, it's not listed, but it doesn't impact on the total anymore. Now, if we pull that down the whole way, you'll see it happens for Alex as well. Now, the other way you can do it, especially if you're using a lot of text, is you can actually even remove the words completely and just have your 2 parentheses and press enter. We'll pull that formula down, and you can see the 2 parentheses with nothing in them return a blank result. So that is the other option that you can use. So obviously for this example, because we're using actual values, we'll go as a 0 and we'll pull that formula down, and then we'll pull that formula across, and that has now put in some error handling in case it cannot find certain salespeople. Thanks for watching this short one. Look out for the next video and keep practicing.